Hi Earth Signs, this is Paulette from WaterChariotTarot, and I'm going to go ahead and do your love reading. So before I get started, please like and subscribe. Also check out the links down below. So here we go. What is their person's energy in love, please? What is their person's energy? Earth Signs person's energy, please, Spirit. Okay, there it is. All right, so two cards came out and they came out in the reverse. Okay, so we have the Page of Candles in reverse, and we also have the Page of Lightning in reverse. So what I'm getting off of this is that your person hasn't really been doing much of anything. They've been more laid back, haven't really been communicating with you at all. And if they do, it's very little. There hasn't been any action taking. Like, they're literally not doing a whole lot. And we're going to clarify that and see why they're not doing much, why they're not speaking or saying anything in general. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at your energy. Whoa. Okay. So you have the Three of Candles. You are ready to move forward. You are just in that place where you're looking out already and waiting for things to change or waiting for something to come in towards you. Maybe you have been waiting to hear from this person, talk to them, see them make changes. Like, you have been looking and waiting to see what's been going on, but you're more in that state of, look, come on, let's go. I got to get things moving. So you have been standing there waiting to see something happen. But you're also looking out. I don't think you're necessarily just waiting on them, but you're also waiting for other good things to come into your life. So let's see what the situation is at hand. What is the situation at hand right now? Okay. All right, so what we got is the King of Pumpkins. So the situation is that maybe we're in a space of wanting to get this relationship to be more stable, to be more serious. Maybe some of you guys have been talking to them about wanting to get married, take things further, but more having a stable relationship, something that is long running. And maybe you have communicated with this person what your desires are, and this person hasn't made a choice or said anything or done anything quite yet. But the situation right now is that there needs to be a more stable, better, invested relationship going on between the both of you. What is Spirit's advice here? Spirit's advice, please. Okay, there it is. All right. So what we have is the King of Lightning. The advice is that we need to talk. There has to be a communication here. We need to talk. Yeah, so in order to be able to move forward, to have what we want in this situation to be more stable, somebody has to open up and make lines of communication and get like a better idea. Where are we going? What's happening? What are we doing? Like, things need to be solidified here, and we can't do it if you are not talking or doing a whole lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's on the bottom. So what I got here is the Six of Cups. We are reminiscing or missing certain aspects of this relationship. If you guys have separated, we are missing someone. Either you're missing each other or one person is missing the other person, but we are feeling what has been going on. Now, if you guys are still together, it could be that you just kind of miss the old times, how things used to be. Things have changed between the both of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify your person's energy. Their person's energy, please, Spirit. Okay. So we got 2 that came out. We have Justice. Okay. They feel like either something needs to be set right. Something has not gone right. They feel with the 7 of Lightning that something's not right here. They feel like the right thing to do or to justify their behavior is to not say or do anything right now at this point. I'm trying to see here what else I can get from this, but they feel like right now what they're doing is the right thing to do. But they feel like they're being fair by ignoring you. Excuse me, can you go to the living room, please?
It's
nice
a
and quiet.
one. It's stuck in there.
Okay, go back over there, please.
I can't go in there.
Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. So with the 7 of Swords, there's something that they're hiding from you as well. They're not being very honest about why they're being this way. There's something kind of sneaky in their behavior. So just be aware of that, okay? Because that popped out. So the 7 of Swords is either they're taken from you, or they're stealing, or they're not being honest. But I think they're not being honest about why they're behaving the way that they are. And they feel like this is the right thing to do. I'm not sure if they're trying to get back at you for whatever reason, but they feel like this is the right thing to do. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at your... Well, let me see if I can get one more. Spirit, why? What's going on here? Okay, that came out fast. Ooh, okay, so Death card, transformation. There might have been an ending here, either by them or you. Maybe they're not telling you that there's an ending that they have planned, and maybe that's why they're not reaching out to you, because they feel like this is the right thing to do right now, is to physically or just physically separate from you or spiritually separate from you. Like they feel like right now is the time to disconnect. It's the right thing to do for themselves. But the thing is that they're not verbalizing this. So they may be keeping you up in the air, making it seem like they're going to return or things are going to get better, but they're not saying anything, and maybe that's why you're sitting here waiting that things are going to change or they're going to come back and return. Or it could also be that you have ended the situation with them, and maybe for them, like they completely just went ghost, like they're not even talking to you because this is the right thing to do because of this ending. But we'll see as we go. You already know what your story is. Let's go ahead and see your energy with the 3 of Candles. But there definitely is a change here that has happened. Okay, so you have the 10 of Wands here. Let me see if I can get one more. Let's go ahead and do that. One more, Spirit. So you definitely have been in that place to no longer just like you're just at that place at the end where you are like basically like the wounded warrior, like you're just kind of like finished here of putting in the action, but you're just working more on yourself and trying to get yourself back up, because maybe this was a bit time consuming, putting the energy in with this person, having expectations with this person, wanting to gear this relationship in a certain way, and it just didn't. And look, you have the 10 of Lightning here. What? So there's definitely an ending here. Okay, so I don't know who did it, but somebody did the ending here. You both understand that there isn't anything going on anymore, because on their end there's death here. There's like a massive transformation and ending on their side, and they're not speaking or doing anything or taking any action because they feel like this is the right thing to do. They're justified in their behavior, but at the same time they're not communicating or really putting things to really be at an end. So I'm just wondering if there's something they're supposed to do, respond back to you to let you know if they agree with the ending or whatever. But I know on your end, I think you did have expectations. You were waiting on something, to hear something, but in the midst of you waiting or looking forward for things to transform for the better, you became heavily concerned about the situation, or felt like there's too much of a weight here, and it left you in this place of, okay, then I'm guessing that there's an ending here. But the thing is, here for the situations, like, we wanted things to be better, we wanted to have a better, stable relationship, but I think somebody wasn't in that place and the other one person was. But now we're understanding, okay, is this it? Like, nobody's really saying, like, if this is final. But it's like we both feel it on both our ends, but I'm just wondering if it hasn't really been spoken. Or maybe there needs to be, like, a closure and it hasn't happened yet. But let's see. King of Pumpkins, please. Okay, yeah. So we wanted a marriage. We wanted a relationship that was more traditional. They were spiritual, that there was like a nice union here. We wanted things to go in a better route. And what else came out is a Page of Pumpkins. We wanted to talk about this relationship going further than where it's been. Like, we're ready for something more serious. We wanted things to get a whole lot better. And look at underneath the deck, you got the Queen of Pumpkins and the King of Pumpkins is here. So we really were in that space where we felt like we both were soulmates. We're both wanting the same things. At least somebody thought that. But the situation was that we did have something going, and we were talking about having things more serious. If there's a marriage being planned, we're doing all of that. But then something happened where it disconnected the both of you. And Spirit is saying that there needs to be a massive talk about this. There needs to be clarity, just for the sake of closure, or just for the sake of, like, are we doing this or not? Like, are you keeping from telling me the truth? Like, what's going on? Like, somebody needs to talk here. Spirit, clarify the King of Lightning. Okay. Yep, we have the Nine of Pumpkins here. So we need to have a talk that somebody wants to do their own thing. Somebody is already disconnected from this. And this is so odd because Aries, Leo, and Sag had this kind of like similar situation. So you might want to watch the fire signs if you guys are dealing with a fire sign. But this was in their energy to kind of like do their own thing and work on their own selves. Like, they're more fixated by themselves, you know, doing their own thing. So yeah, like, Spirit is saying, it's like we need to have this conversation about why we're going single, why we want to be alone, why we want to invest on ourselves. Somebody needs to be open up and be honest about why they're doing this or why they have decided to do this. And I think it might be your person. Maybe it's your part to, like, if you want closure or if you want to know where things are going, but this person has been putting a pause on things, you may want to start the communication or start the talk to see if you can get them to at least say something, because they've been holding back. Maybe they'll be able to discuss about, you know, maybe it's time for me to be on my own. Maybe I'm not in the same place. Or it could also be you. Maybe you're tired and worn out and did everything you could do and you no longer want to wait on this. Okay, yep. Here's the Four of Candles. We need to have a communication about this relationship. Either we want this relationship or we want to be alone. We want to be single. Which one is it? We need to talk about that right now. And look at this. Is crazy. Look what's underneath. We have the Three of Cups. Do we want to reunite? Do we want things to work? Do we want things to go a specific way? Are we going to get married? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? What is it? Like, somebody needs to open up their mouth and say something, because I think it's keeping somebody waiting. Yep. So I don't know what's up with that. Let me see what's underneath. And we have the Emperor. Some of you guys might be dealing with an Aries or a fire sign. Yep, Queen of Lightning, communication. Somebody has to be very blunt and open about this communication. Are we going to get back together or not? And are we going to like really move this forward and take control and really decide what it is that we're going to do? So that's what we got going on here. So let's go ahead and see what else Spirit has to say, and then we'll wrap it up there, okay? So let's see, Spirit, what else he has to say. Okay. All right. So we got worlds within worlds. So we're going to go ahead and see what the book has to say about that. Okay, worlds within worlds. All right. Peace comes within the souls of men when they realize their oneness with the universe. When they realize it is really everywhere, it is in each and one of us. This card serves as a reminder to look within yourself for answers. Some of you guys may already know what really is going on here, and you may not even need the closure. Maybe you have to bring the closure within yourself and be able to move forward. Because if this person has been keeping you waiting for so long for an answer of what to do in this relationship, and maybe that is your answer. Them not responding, them not moving forward, they're not taking action or communicating with you. Because look, they're coming off very sneaky with their Seven of Swords there. They're not, like, it's like they're stealing away, they're moving away, they're putting an ending without really saying a whole lot. But they feel so justified in doing that, and I think that's a coward way out. They should verbally speak to you and tell you, hey, this is the reason why I'm doing this. This is the reason why I decided to disconnect. They should be in that space. And it looked like you were waiting for something good to come in, but all you received was feeling like, okay, is this over? Like, I feel so worn out from this situation. I put a lot of time into this, and now I'm here, sitting here wounded, waiting for you to do what is right, waiting for you to return or do your part. And all I ever wanted was a serious relationship, something that was stable, and for us to talk about this and be able to move this forward into a more serious situation. And it's just not happening. So it's like, but you have your own discernment. This is what this card is about. It's like you have your own inner knowing. You know how to decipher and interpret what you feel at this moment, and you have the ability to really feel out what they're doing, because you've known this person. It seems like you've been interested in this person for quite some time, or you guys have been dealing with your relationship for quite some time. So you already know them. If this is the type of behavior they've done before, where if they truly disconnect, like, you know what is normal for them. If they're always talking to you and telling you about what they desire and they follow through, that is their main behavior. But for them to all of a sudden just go ghost and not say a whole lot, or just not really put a closure on something, that's really odd for them. You should take that as a sign, like, this person either is confused or they just don't want this. But I'm not going to sit here wait on them. It's not fair to me, and I shouldn't have to do that. Okay, but you already know you're being guided by spirit. You know within yourself what's going on. So I think for your own good, you should put a closure and a stop to this already, because you're not going to get what you're looking for. Okay, so this is all I have for my earth signs. Now remember, if this does not resonate, just go ahead and look at the other elements in your chart and take a look at those. Okay, but I hope things get better for you. But right now, the best thing to do is really take care of yourself, earth signs. Just kind of do you, baby. Okay.